The jungle's usual multicolored hide and vibrant frock turned yellow, then brown, and finally black. Along the mighty river, the waters ran to a trickle, as all around blossoms shut and withered, the many-petaled eyes of the jungle closing for a season's sleep, most never to awaken. Steam rose from the river, the water receded completely, and the breath of the jungle became stale. The song of the carrion bugs grew louder as the music died in the throats of the birds, who no longer had the voice to croon. Tongues dried, and the animals who visited the basin found it diminished to a thin, shallow pond. And standing in the center of the basin was something most had never seen in their lifetimes: the Peace Rock, a long, lean ridge of blue stone revealed by the receding waters. For the animals, it was a sign. At the shore of the basin, the porcupine Ikki was the first to see the Peace Rock, though he was too preoccupied with his property to notice right away. The porcupine hobbled along, the striped black and white quills along his back twinkling in the light as he meticulously attended to the collection of odds and ends the dry season had uncovered as the water had pulled back and away. One by one, Ikki listed each object as he came to it. "My pebble, my leaf," said Ikki, his pink nose twitching intensely. No one touches my rock. 2 rocks, 3 rocks." Ikki followed the trail of rocks, counting each, until something stopped him in his tiny tracks. He hollered out, "The Peace Rock! It's the truce!" From the other side of the basin, scavengers gathered to watch, their bellies empty, but their mouths full of opinions. A giant squirrel picked idly at his bright red coat, chewing at the inside of his cheeks. He pointed at the Peace Rock. A pangolin, a pygmy hog, and a hornbill followed his gaze to the stone protruding from the waning river. "We're all gonna die," said the giant squirrel. The pangolin licked his plate-armored back with a long, dry tongue, and then scratched his thin chin, squinting his tiny eyes. "It's just a rock," said the pangolin. "You see them all day, every day. You're standing on one now. I live under one. I look like one. It's just a rock." "It's a pretty rock," grunted the pygmy hog. He was half asleep and kept dozing off, leaning against the pangolin to stay upright, his stiff brown bristles poking the few areas of the pangolin that weren't fully armored. "Squawk!" squawked the hornbill. "The dry season brings the Peace Rock. Peace Rock brings the truce," said the giant squirrel, who couldn't believe they didn't know this. "Truce brings tourists." "What are you talking about?" the pangolin asked. "You're telling tales again." "No, it's true," the giant squirrel said. "Truce means hunting at the riverbank is forbidden. By the law of the jungle, drinking comes before eating. So Peace Rock means we aren't gonna die after all. But it is going to get crowded, which could be worse." The pangolin moved away, and the pygmy hog toppled over, snoring, and stayed asleep. The hornbill squawked again, the colorful casque over his beak trumpeting his call, then hopped his way across the basin to where the porcupine was collecting his rocks. The hornbill picked at one with a dull yellow claw, and Ikki smacked his beak. "My rock," said Ikki. "No one touches. The Peace Rock. It's the truce." The hornbill squawked, and then lifted into the air on dark black wings as all around him word of the truce began to spread. It had been many years since a water truce had been called, but the announcement flew from the mouths of deer and wild pig and bison alike, their excitement filling the skies with feathers and calls, wings and words, blanketing the jungle with the news.